Hello and a very good morning again, everyone. Welcome to today's market outlook. My name is Edmund, and today is Thursday, 27th of August 2020. So, before we analyze the technical charts and understand the latest sentiments for the major currency pairs and also for gold prices, let us have a look and see what is coming up for today in terms of the economic calendar. At 1:45 p.m. Today, local Singapore and Malaysia time, Switzerland will be releasing quarterly GDP numbers, and towards 4 p.m., the M3 money supply data for the Eurozone will be released. I guess the focus for today will be towards the US market tonight, as there will be a set of economic data and also Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell speaking. At 8:30 p.m., the US will be releasing quarterly GDP numbers, and the markets are expecting the numbers to come in at a massive negative 32.5% for the quarter. And for unemployment claims data tonight, markets are expecting the numbers to come in at 1 million Americans filing for unemployment claims. Federal Reserve Chairman, again, Mr. Jerome Powell, will be speaking or is scheduled to speak at 9:10 p.m. tonight. So we will be expecting more volatility and impact towards the US trading sessions. So it could start as early as 7 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. Towards 10 p.m., we will be having the US pending home sales data. And finally, towards 10:30 p.m., we will be having natural gas storage numbers. Okay, so these are the events which are coming up today. Let us have a quick look and see what are the news and sentiment which is happening at the moment. So the US dollar weakened for a second day yesterday, possibly due to month end's money flow and also expectations of a very dovish message by Mr. Jerome Powell tonight. However, the main trigger for yesterday's market move was actually the 8:30 p.m. US core durable goods orders data, which was released at 8:30 p.m. The numbers came in at positive 2.4% for the core durable goods orders and also 11.2% for the durable goods orders. So basically, how it impacted the US dollar yesterday, when this data was announced at 8:30 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, 2 hours prior to the 8:30 p.m. announcement, we do see the US dollar beginning to strengthen as early as 1430. So this is the server time. 1430, you need to add 5 hours to this if you're in Singapore or Malaysia. So this becomes 1930. So so 1930 is actually 7:30 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. So 1 hour before the announcement at 8:30, we already started to see the US dollar strengthening. Okay, so a tip to all traders. Yesterday, I had a live market analysis webinar. One tip is to try to avoid trading the announcement of the result. Okay, so as we saw, the announcement of the result was a positive data. So this is the news is the core durable goods orders news. The result is positive. The theory is that it should be pushing up the US dollar higher. However, as you can see, the extent of the US dollar strengthening was just very minor, and bear in mind that the US dollar has already strengthened 1 hour before the actual news was announced. So true enough, not long after the announcement at 8:30 p.m. of the positive economic data, we do see the US dollar weakening back and going down all the way until this morning. Okay, so how it impacted the currency prices? This was the UK pound, and the UK pound was bullish on Tuesday, going up about 109 pips, and then after it went sideways. However, it managed to find a very good support levels over here. Okay, so this was again towards the Asian trading cycle and towards the UK trading cycle, and well, following the movements of the US dollar at the point of announcement of the 8:30 p.m. economic data, the US dollar has been strengthening, and upon the announcement at 8:30 p.m., it strengthened one final push before pulling down. So for the UK pound, we can see that. Okay, for the UK pound, we can see that for yesterday, as the US dollar was strengthening initially from 7:30 p.m., we do see the UK pound initially weakening from 7:30 p.m. until the time of the announcement. Okay, so it was this one, 8:30. However, as you can see, just about 9 p.m. over here, the US dollar begins to weaken again, and therefore we see the UK pound beginning to strengthen. So not only did it strengthen, but it also closed above these support levels over here of 1.3130, and then after from 9 p.m. onwards started to move up a total of about 88 pips, touching a high of about 1.3219. Yeah, and that was the move of the day. Okay, so currently the US dollar has gone quiet, gone sideways for the moment. I guess it's waiting for the UK trading session to come in. But for this morning's Asian trading session, it managed to build some support for the US dollar and has some retracement to the upside for the US dollar. Okay, so as the US dollar was having some upside move this morning, we do see the UK pound having just a mild pullback down of about 28 pips. Okay, so similar story for the euro dollar. Euro dollar has been weakening for most of the Asian and UK trading session yesterday, as the US dollar was largely strengthening, okay, throughout the Asian and UK trading session. However, again, after the or during the US trading sessions at about 9 p.m. onwards, the US dollar weakens, and we do see the euro dollar begin to strengthen over here. Okay, 9 p.m. again, 16 plus 5, 21. As the US dollar weakens, the euro goes up about 55 pips. Okay, so moving on to gold prices. So for today, I guess the range would be for the US dollar to consolidate between the current support levels of 92.79 and possibly the longer term or slightly further away resistance of 93.27. If the US dollar manages to push back up, we could see the UK pound pushing back down to these support levels of 1.3127, which is about 75 pips to the downside. If the US dollar continues to weaken, I would say to the next support levels of, okay, the next support levels over here, right here, 92.58. So if the US dollar weakens, we could see the UK pound pushing up back to test this highs of 1.3250. Okay, 1.3250, which is about 47 pips to the upside. So we got to see what happens during the UK and US trading sessions before we decide I would say the move of the day or the move of the cycle. Okay, for the euro dollar, it's a similar story. Currently, it's having some resistance here, but there's a high chance it can go up. So if it does go up, the next target price would be at 1.1870, which is about 40 pips to the upside. Moving on even higher, if the US dollar weakens in a big way, we could see the euro dollar touching 1.1881, which is about 50 pips to the upside. Okay, similar story. If the US dollar does strengthen up, we could see the euro dollar pushing back down to 1.1787 levels, which is about 42 pips to the downside. Okay, so moving on to gold prices. Again, gold prices, we saw that it was a bit quiet over the last over Tuesday and also half of Wednesday, half of yesterday. On Tuesday, it was trading in a range of about 24 US dollars, and on yesterday, throughout the Asian and UK trading sessions, it was trading at about a 15 US dollar range. Just before the announcement of the US economic data at 8:30 p.m. Yesterday, we do see gold prices weakening from 1,922 over here, 1923 to be exact, 1,923 at about 5 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, and it touches a low of 1,902 US dollars, moving down about 19 US dollars before having a sharp rebound and pushing up all the way from a low of 1,902 all the way to a high of 1,954, going up $51. So yesterday we had a live market webinar. We were analyzing these movements, and we were setting a target price for it to go down of 1,906 US dollars, which it did touch 1,906 and just pushed it a little bit further to 1,903. And then after at about 9 p.m. towards the end of the webinar, we were looking at gold prices to move up from 1910 to a higher price. Okay, so the entry price would be around 1910, and yeah, it extended for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours or so. Sorry, not that long. It extended for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7 or 8 hours the towards this morning, and it went up a total of about $40 from 1911 levels. Okay, 1911. So this morning, the Asian traders came in and it pushed gold prices down from 1,953 to a low 1,938, coming down 15 US dollars. So there's a high chance that it can come up to test this resistance again. So the immediate upside will be at 1955, um, which is about 1955, which is about current resistance. Yeah, around the range of 1952 to be safe is about 10 US dollars to the upside. Unlikely that gold prices will start to come down again from this current price. So you probably need to consolidate and go sideways first, and possibly move up first. Okay, so to the upside, the immediate resistance would be at 1952, and if it does break higher, we could see it go until the prices of 1964. Okay, and towards the downside, on the 1 hour charts and possibly within the UK or US trading sessions today, if it does push down, we are looking at a low of 1926, which is about $15 to the downside. And if there's more downwards pressure, which I doubt, okay, so my view for gold is more towards upside at the moment. However, we'll see how things pan out later on in the UK and especially in the US trading sessions. Okay, so yeah, so that's for gold. Silver also moved up yesterday from a price of, after finding support again. Silver is very nice. The charts you can see finds very good support over yesterday and also on Tuesday and also even last Friday. And yesterday, as gold prices moved up, silver prices also moved up from $26.27 all the way to high of $27.43. Okay. Oil prices are still maintaining where they are, although yesterday's crude oil inventories showed a larger than expected drawdown of a negative 4.7 million barrels compared to market expectations of negative 3.4 million barrels of a drawdown. Okay. Yeah, and of course we do see the Canadian dollar trading in the range and finding its support again. Okay, so S&P 500 yesterday broke new ground as it strengthened from 3,447 all the way to a high of 3,486, moving up about 38 points, and currently it is still at elevated levels. Okay, so yeah, so that's the movements for yesterday and today, and also what we expect the US dollar and also other major currencies, along with gold prices um, in terms of their support and resistances for today. Okay, so yeah, so have a good trading day ahead, and I'll update you guys again tomorrow for the latest market movements and also for the latest market sentiment. So thank you, have a good day ahead, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.